Hey you guys, it's Kyle from Markham Reptiles, and today we're going to go over the top 5 ways to conquer your fear of snakes. This list was actually built from your guys' Instagram responses, so we actually asked you this question right here. You guys had some wonderful answers, and you actually voted through your comments and through your likes, so you guys came up with this top 5 list. Once again, you've done a wonderful job. Power to the people. It's really fun to see you guys vote, and we really do have more power together as a community. So it's really fun interacting with you guys on these posts. So thank you so much to everyone who participated. Let's go ahead and get into your guys' top 5 picks. The number 5 answer for the best way to conquer your fear of snakes was simply to watch them. Watch these guys, see what they're doing, observe their behaviors, and start to understand them through watching them. Just observing a snake, you can start to understand them. You can start to be able to predict their body language, behaviors, and you'll just learn a lot just through watching. Before you even get to handling snakes and stuff like that, you can just watch them, and just through that, you will start to understand them, see what they're doing, see that they're really not all that bad. Even watching this video is a start. The fact that you're watching this video, watching how this snake is moving in my hand. This is Rolly right here, by the way. He's a northern white-lipped python. He's absolutely beautiful, you guys. But watching a snake like this move around, watching how I'm interacting with the snake, watching how the snake is interacting with its environment and different things like that is definitely a great starting place. So I'm glad it fell where it did on the list. You guys did a great job of selecting this one. And watching and observing snakes definitely makes a great number 5. The number 4 answer may actually surprise some people, but if you know, you know. And if you know, it won't surprise you at all. The number 4 answer for getting over your fear of snakes is to get bit by a non-venomous snake. A snake like Rolly right here, just guessing, this guy probably weighs a pound or less. Literally, a pound or less. I'm 6'5" and 285 pounds. So this guy weighs a pound or less. Isn't it kind of foolish to be scared of an animal that weighs a pound or less biting you? Not that there's anything wrong with it if you are scared of that, because a lot of people are. Snakes have been heavily demonized and fear-mongered for years. But think about it. This guy literally weighs 1 pound or less. If this guy bites me, nothing is going to happen. Imagine if your dog only weighed less than a pound, how little the bites would be. And that's pretty much the case with these snakes. They have super small teeth. They don't do much damage at all. Even getting bit by an 8 or 10 foot snake really doesn't do too much to you. When you get a little bit over that, it's a little bit worse. But even then, I've seen it to where people just wash it off and it's fine. So getting bit by a non-venomous snake really isn't that bad, you guys. This guy actually started out super jumpy when he was younger. My wife actually named him Rolly because when I got him, I took him out of the deli cup and he immediately bit me right on the wrist. So we called him Rolly. But as you guys can see, I've continued to work with this guy and pretty much just ignored the fact that he's biting me. And the fact that I ignored it showed him that when he bites me, he's not going to get put down. So basically, he realized that and he stopped biting me. Him biting me served no purpose because the only thing he wanted was just for me to put him down. And now he's realized I'm not going to kill him, and we've started to have wonderful interactions. And he's actually one of my favorite snakes because I fully understand him. I understand what triggers him and stuff like that. And he understands me. He understands that I'm not going to hurt him. He's much more comfortable than he used to be. And I can pretty much do whatever I want and not really have to worry about him because we have that bond and that understanding. I really love this guy so much. And that's the type of things you can accomplish once you get over your fear. You can have a wonderful bond with these animals. And even if you're not looking for that bond, it feels good just to conquer your fear, right? All right, you guys. Here to help me with this next one, I actually have this beautiful jungle carpet python. This is a female, and she's already claimed by Brandy at Rabbit's Reptiles. Shout out to you, Brandy. I linked all Brandy's stuff in the description below, you guys. Rabbit's Reptiles. Go ahead and check that out. She's got some super cool stuff, and she is a wonderful client of mine that has grabbed this beautiful jungle carpet python. This girl, looked like she wanted to get out for some handling, so I went ahead and let her participate in this video. So that brings us to our number 3 point. And our number 3 point is actually slow exposure. So we kind of covered it in the first 2, you guys. You could start by watching a snake and then move up to getting bit. Just kidding. But getting bit is not necessary for just getting over your fear of snakes. You're probably going to want to start with a snake that's not going to bite you. and slow exposure is the best way to build yourself up. I'm going to use my mother-in-law as an example, and Ma, if you're watching this, I love you very much. Ma was actually recovering from a surgery, and we had her staying at our house for a while. So at first, she didn't even really want to be in the room with snakes, but then slowly she started to be able to tolerate being across the room from me while I was holding a snake, which obviously happened a lot because I have snakes and I take them out quite a bit. And she slowly let me get closer and closer and was more and more comfortable with me being closer while holding a snake. Eventually, she was okay with touching a snake, and then she actually worked her way up to holding snakes. So slow exposure was the way to go with her because she had a different kind of fear level where she didn't want to just jump right in and hold a snake. And that's true for a lot of people, you guys. And you can't rush people like this into holding a snake because you're going to do more harm than good. And also, if you have this type of fear level, don't rush yourself. You don't need to immediately just jump in and go hold a snake. Work your way up slowly. Start by observing and watching the snakes, and then slowly work your way up to handling. And maybe after you handle a snake, you might want to get one. And that definitely has happened with a bunch of people I know. At first, they don't even want to hold a snake, but then they see a bunch of other people do it. They observe how the snakes are behaving. They see, you know what, that snake actually doesn't really seem that bad. And then they go ahead and hold the snake, and boom, they've gotten over their fear of snakes. So it's that easy, you guys. Just start slow and work your way up. The number 2 answer that you guys chose for best ways to get over your fear of snakes was actually education. So education is super important. The more you understand about these animals, the less you will fear these animals. For example, this beautiful jungle carpet python girl has heat pits. So that means when she sees the world, she sees the heat. My skin looks hot, my eyes look hot, and I have good breath, but my breath looks hot as well. So I kind of look like a fire-breathing dragon to her. Yet, despite all of that, she's still tolerating being on my hand. And she's also semi-arboreal, which means she can climb like this right here. So not only am I holding her, but she can hold on to me as well. As you can see right now, I'm not actually gripping her at all. She literally just did her own pull-up on my arm, and she's semi-arboreal, which means sometimes she climbs and sometimes she's on the ground. So this girl is definitely an adept climber, which is pretty cool. These guys are also native to Australia. They've been captive bred for years to get this yellow and black pattern. But the more facts that you guys know about snakes, the less scary these guys really seem. And when you start to really understand them, that's when all the myths go away and stuff like that. And you realize these animals really aren't that bad. And that opens you up to a whole new world of happiness. Speaking of happiness, I'm always happy to present my boy Dan with one of Dan's snake facts. So go ahead and take it away, Dan.
What is going on? This is Dan with Shaq Scales. I have a little corn snake baby I hatched a few years ago here with me today. No name on this snake. Snake fact for today is snakes shed their skin to accommodate growth.
Thank you so much, Dan. As usual, all of Dan's links are in the description, you guys. Shaq Scales. Go ahead and check him out. Dan is a wonderful guy. All right, you guys. So that brings us to number 1. And the number 1 way to conquer your fear of snakes is actually handling. So you guys chose handling, which is a great answer. I actually pulled Cross out here. He's an orange dream clown het pied ball python. But I think that ball pythons are one of the best species to give to new people to handle. And that is because, yes, they may move. Like Cross here is actually a mover. He likes to move a lot. But they don't move super fast. So these guys aren't super fast. They're not doing anything alarming. And a lot of times, certain ones will literally just sit there in your hands. I think ball pythons are really one of the best species to give to new people for those reasons. They're not going to alarm them. They're not going to freak them out. They're pretty looking. There's a bunch of different colors, morphs, and stuff like that. And it can give the person time to really warm up to handling a snake. Once you handle a snake, you'll realize they're nothing like what you thought. All the myths aren't true. They aren't slimy. They're not bloodthirsty beasts. They're not out to get you. They're just chill animals, and they're really an awesome experience. Handling a snake will change everything for you. If you're watching this and you have a fear of snakes and you're ready to handle a snake, I definitely recommend that you do that because it will change your entire perspective on everything. And once you pick up one of these snakes and handle it, you're done. You've gotten over your fear of snakes. You have conquered your fear of snakes. So watching this video was a big step 1 in getting over your fear of snakes. And once you handle a snake, you have successfully gotten over your fear. You've done it. You did it. That's it, you guys. Basically, start slow, watch snakes, handle one, and maybe even get bit by one. Because even if a snake like this right here bites you, you would think that would be super bad maybe if you've never been bit, but this is actually nothing. A snake like this biting you doesn't even hurt as much as a paper cut, trust me. And this guy wouldn't bite you anyways. He's absolutely a beautiful animal, so if you're not into getting bit or anything like that, just go handle a snake and get over your fear. Go to see somebody that knows what they're talking about and ask them to hold their nicest, most docile snake. A lot of times it might be a ball python, but sometimes it might be something else. There's all types of snakes that can be super sweet. We have a puppy dog tame white-lipped python, a puppy dog tame boa, a puppy dog tame coastal carpet, corn snakes, all different types of stuff, you guys. So the snake that you hold first might not be a ball python, but handling a snake is definitely how you've conquered your fear of snakes. And once you've done that, that's it. So you guys, thank you so much for participating in this video. Thank you to everyone that commented on Instagram. You guys always do such a great job making these lists. And really, it's better to get these lists from the people because you're combining everybody's experience together and really getting the best knowledge. So I've linked all you guys in the description below that commented on this post. So if your comment was shown, you're linked in the description below. This t-shirt right here is from my buddy Aaron Barbosa at Bosa Reptiles. Shout out to you, Aaron. This shirt is super awesome, man. And you guys go check him out. I've linked him in the description. I've linked our partner Reptichip in the description. Shout out to Reptichip for producing awesome coconut chip. I've linked US Arc in the description. Go ahead and join US Arc. They don't sponsor me in any way. They're just something you need to join to help make sure we can keep our reptiles. And you guys have a wonderful day. Keep spreading the love of reptiles. If you're watching this and you have a fear of snakes, go over these steps and you can conquer your fear of snakes. Have a good one.